How are you? I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding. It's been a while. Believe me, I was not on vacation, okay? I was not off having a jolly good time, all right? Had a power outage. We had an unexpected windstorm. It was hurricane winds, I guess, and they canceled all the flights out of Colorado and in, apparently, and told us to brace ourselves and hold everything down outside that could get blown apart or up. And, well, it uprooted a tree, an alive tree at that, which was really weird. I always thought it was the dead trees or the dying trees that tend to fall over. This tree must have been over 100 years old, at least. It was very, very big. My tree, well, it wasn't even my tree, it was my neighbor's tree in the back. But it was 3 stories high. It could have been a 3rd-story house, is as high as it was. And it was about 20, maybe 25 feet wide. So like the size of a camper. A very wide, very, very big, very old tree. The trunk of that thing was like huge. It was like as thick as half up to your door, your front door. So what is that, like, I don't know, 4 feet, 4.5 feet, something like that. 4 to 4.5 feet wide, you know, like just thick. It was big. It was huge. I was shocked that it fell. Anyways, it fell on a power line. Our power lines are really low. It's a 1950s area. And so our power lines were really low, hanging in the yard anyways. And it just fell, boom, right on top of it. And sparks were flying and it was live. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope it doesn't turn into a fire. It was crazy. The whole neighborhood's power went out, probably from that line, who knows. And it was like miles of power out. And so our little town's utility company was so busy trying to get the street lights on so there's no car accidents, and trying to get, business lights on, and then working on the houses, neighborhood by neighborhood. It's very weird. And it was like one street would have power on one side, but then the other side across the street wouldn't have power. It's very weird. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, that's what's been going on. We're fine. No one got hurt. It was just no power. My phone died. I didn't really get to charge it. We stayed there. We had to take care of the animals. We were trying to help some neighbors. My neighbor just had a 2-week-old baby. So we're getting the flashlights together, getting the fireplace going. Good times, good times. And then I went over to my mom's, and I could have worked there, but we were so busy calling the insurance company, calling people to see if they do tree removal. Come to find out, the tree removal is not covered by the insurance company. So anyways, that's fun. So yeah, the power, anyways, long story short, right? The power got turned back on yesterday at 4 o'clock. So we've had it. We've been good. I've just been really busy trying to get things together, trying to get our life back on track here. So Markers, our beloved Markers, reached out to me, and he's like, Steph, where are you? We need a reading. And I'm like, I know, damn it, I need to do a reading. I'm taking some time out right now to do this reading. It is what it is. I've been so busy. I've been shipping out cards. I've been freaking busy. I've been just doing the thing. So I'm back though. I have to focus on these readings. And doing personals keeps me busy, and I'm behind on those again now. So that's just lovely. So anyways, we're going to just take a big breather and get into this reading. We really want to pull in your energy, guys, for the divine masculine, divine feminine. That's the focus of the reading today. Marcus requested that. So we're going to tune in first, I believe, to let's go ahead and do the divine masculine energy first. Let's see what's going on with your person. And I say your person because most of you, not all of you, but most of you that watch me, you are a feminine. Now, if you're a male or a female, it doesn't really matter. It's the energy that you carry, all right? You carry that feminine, divine energy. So we're going to pick up on the masculine, which is strong, sexy, independent, creative, grounding, someone very, into their reality, very into making shit happen. They are the ones that really make shit happen, and we're so thankful for the masculine energy in our lives, are we not? Now, each of us carries a little bit of masculine in us as well. Us feminines, we still have some masculine energy in us, like the yin and the yang with the little dot. We still have some of that in us. So this may tell a little story about yourself also. Maybe a masculine side of you, okay? But just take it how it resonates for you, whether it's your person or it resonates for you personally, okay? But this is going to be the DM reading. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the masculine. Please show me the cards that I need to bring out for the divine masculine energy today. Okay. So I have King of Roses in reverse, bottom of the deck. Interesting that that's in reverse. I hope the other one's not a reversal, but who knows? Yeah, not all of my cards are reversals. So nothing's wrong there. All right. So this is about the parting ways of a relationship. There is some kind of a separation. Okay, the masculine's definitely going through it. There may be a separating from something that the masculine loves, or the separating of someone that the masculine loves, departure of some sort. Maybe they're revisiting the past also, thinking about someone, male or masculine, in the masculine's life that parted ways with them, separated from them, or maybe just departed from this earth. But there's definitely an emotional situation that has reached a peak and has brought in separation in the masculine's life. All right, let's get some tarot on this. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the masculine energy. Hello, Leo. Hello, Leo. Hello. She's a happy little fish. Okay. All right. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the general energy of the masculine. Show me the divine masculine at this time. What is going on with the divine masculine? All right, bottom of the deck here with the masculine is being very robotic. I don't think this is a, big news to all of you. But just so you know, your masculine right now is acting out in what they feel they must do, what they have to do. It is a necessity and a requirement. They feel like they must be who they are. They must do what they do. The other bottom of the deck here is Three of Pentacles collaboration. Listen, they're working with you guys in the astral, but also on this earth. They are wanting to do something with you. They want to get back in touch, or they want to create life, or they want to create a business for some of them with you. Or they want to just be flexible and work with you, with your guys' healing and your communication and just friendship even for some of you. But this is about healing for sure. It's Empress energy, number 3, major arcana, right? But this is the Pentacles, the earth, which is a real effort, a real, honest to goodness, legit, physical effort that you can see, feel, know about in person, in reality, in the 3D. This is a real, genuine effort to work with you again in some way, shape, or form, okay? So the overall underall energy, whether they're telling you that, communicating that to you or not, is, hey, Divine Feminine, I do want to get back in your good graces, or I do want to talk to you and communicate with you again, all right? Let's get some other information. The oracle that came out for your masculine is number 18, up in the air. They're really not making, it's upright, so that's good. They're really not making a big deal out of a bunch of stuff right now. They're just leaving it to happenstance, to the universe. They're letting it flow. Whatever is will be. Que sera, sera. I'm just going to stop trying so hard on purpose. I'm just going to let things evolve. Up in the air also talks about seeing things from a different perspective. So yes, your masculine is seeing you, your relationship, your connection, and your purpose as a partnership or a couple in a whole new light. It's a whole new world for your masculine. And they're starting to see things differently. Very hanged man, right? That's up in the air. So let's go ahead and read the oracle before we get into the tarot. Kind of got their heads in the clouds. This is kind of an unsure card too, a little bit, huh? A man and a woman gaze with anticipation at a hot air balloon. A bright blue sky is above them. The balloon flies high above the hills, and the contents of the balloon are baskets. But maybe something's hidden from view in this basket. During this time of your life, masculine, there is some aspects of an important situation that seem to be hidden from you. You don't have all the information. You don't know everything that's going to happen. You don't see the end result. But during this time in your life, you may feel strong, and maybe you'll feel a strong, urgent desire to know what's going to happen, what's going to turn out. You're connecting with your spirit guides right now, and the information that surrounds you in the Akashic records with your intuitive and psychic abilities. And you're asking for a little insight from the universe, a little peek at what may happen. But there are just elements that are unknown. And at this time, just unknowable, unreachable, and unattainable. There is too much about a situation that you're thinking about that is really just up in the air. This could be due to the influence of others who maybe are undecided, or some events that have not yet come to pass, or an unexpected thing that hasn't yet happened. Trust is the only way for you right now. And masculine, if you push too hard to know or influence the outcome, you might push it out of the way. Let go of your urgency and give the situation your higher infinite self. You're being tested right now, masculine, with your intuition. You see, you want to know what's going to happen, maybe with your health, maybe with your business, maybe a relationship, but you just can't know right now, and you're not meant to know right now. This isn't for you at this time. And as you're pushing and pushing and pushing to get clarity and answers, be careful, because whatever is ready to be born, ready to be bloomed, ready to happen, this Three of Pentacles, this collaboration, it may fall apart or just get pushed out of the way, and you may not have it. So for a very stubborn person who likes to know the whole story all the time, this is going to drive you nuts. Very much, and it is a difficulty. But I can assure you that you're going to be able to push through this moment. Things will make sense, and you will have clarity at the right time. Don't push it, okay? So masculine's really trying to figure something out, and there's some frustration. We're definitely talking about a masculine that is a little bit of a control freak, maybe. Okay, this masculine likes to have their hands in everything and likes to know all the answers, maybe even a know-it-all kind of masculine. But right now in their life, there is something or a situation or someone that is just out of reach, and they can't quite make heads or tails of it. And right now they're in a frustrated energy, and it's making them feel anxious. There's a lot of anxiety with your masculine. And there may be something about a relationship being rocky. There could be a relationship on the rocks, or it could be that they don't know where this relationship is taking them, and they wish they knew. We're going to read King of Roses in reverse. This card reversed shows a potential disruption in the masculine's life. It's demonstrating a balance of passion and purity, upright, but reversed, whether it's a friend, family, or romance, there might be a relationship with a male, even if it's themselves, where romance and sparks may fly. Although this is an emotional upheaval, it may seem overwhelming for them right now. They don't want to let themselves get swept away. And with every ending, there comes a potential for a new beginning. This may, in fact, be reference to an old flame, an old love that you haven't been able to release. And those feelings are still there, coming up to the surface when you least expect. If so, it's a time to maybe think about that attachment and open your mind and your heart to something new. Good things may come. When referencing to you, this card could also signify a time as a role as a father or a husband is greatly diminished due to being ill, being sick, having a difficulty financially, or having some deep pattern of self-negation, speaking negative to yourself and thinking negatively. Whatever it is, it's time to create a truly caring relationship with yourself. No matter what patterns are here, you do have the power. The masculine has the power to calm their heart and look at things clearly and take control of their perception of themselves and their life. Their union is with themselves, and it's up to them right now. This could also be talking about an overwhelming situation where maybe a relationship could be ending. And they're thinking about reuniting with somebody else, someone previous that they've already known. So masculine, whatever your situation is, if it's someone from the past, if you're just going through a difficulty in your relationship in general, just know that that is arising in your life. The masculine is dealing with some struggles in love. And they really just don't know what's going to become of them, what's going to become of their relationship. They wish they could see the future and just know, but they don't. And this particular masculine hates the unknown. This masculine likes clarity, likes to know what tomorrow will bring, likes a certain schedule, a certain way of life. And anytime that changes or there's a disruption, major stress starts to creep in. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify with my True Love Oracle. We have home. All right, and this is Cancer vibes. So look at that, 44 people watching and 2 minutes and 44. That's awesome, Karen. Definitely maybe someone is seeing 44. I looked up, I saw 18 minutes and 44 seconds just a second ago. So look at that, 444, 444. Are you seeing fours? This is about stability. Okay. Now this is about mom, mother. There could be a missing of a mother. Maybe the missing of a mother and father. Maybe the absence of a masculine being a mother, or the absence of the masculine being a father. Okay. This masculine may feel a great yearning to figure out, am I ever going to be a parent? Or can I be a parent to my child that I've been absent from their life? But there's an absence there and a hole in their heart. And it could also be just about a Cancer energy. We do have the King of Roses, a water sign energy, possibly Scorpio, even Pisces. So where they're thinking about a love connection with that person who made them feel at home, at ease, comfortable, like family. So, you know, there's definitely a disruption at home. And let's just speak about that for literal in general. At home, the masculine is having a difficulty in the family circle. And right now, the masculine does not know what's going to become of his or her family. Whatever that family dynamic is. And there's worry. Okay? And yeah, the masculine likes certainty, and that's why they're seeing 4s. They love stability and they hate change. But this person is opening up to not knowing what's going to happen. Let's keep going. 8 of Wands, an energy surge and communication. So a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls, a lot of back and forth, okay? A lot of communication coming in for the masculine. A lot of people worried, a lot of people concerned, a lot of people asking questions. The masculine is just really getting a lot of people's attention right now. A lot of attention on the masculine. Leo energy, we could be dealing with a Leo masculine. Two of Cups, divine partnership. Oh, this is you. I'm sorry, but this is you. It could be their own personal home relationship. They're in a, you know, they're in a commitment, and that's possible. But this is a divine partnership, and you are the one who's watching. So when it comes into regards to between you and your masculine, what's coming out is a lot of communication between the both of you. Now, if you're like, Stephanie, I'm not communicating to this person. He hasn't communicated to me in a while. Just know that communication is going to pick up again. Because the facts remain. This is a fact. You're either communicating right now, or you will be within about 8 weeks. That's just a fact. Okay? By the way, 8 weeks is 2 months, and the Two of Cups is 2 months. So between now and 2 months, there is going to be a beautiful communication between the both of you. Somehow, some way, some shape, some form. Okay? And that right now, it might be up in the air what you guys are going to do with each other, how you guys are going to communicate, come what may, what's going to happen to you guys. Yeah, right now it's a little up in the air, but you will see. You will see a change. And there may even be this energy of movement coming home. Coming to your home, or you coming to their home, or just a coming home back into each other's hearts. Home is where the heart is. And if they return back to your heart emotionally and spiritually, that is still a version of coming home. And you may feel a lightning, fiery spark in your heart come alive again. And it's like a knowing that I love this person again. I feel our love light on. I feel our connection turning on. I feel that beautiful love returning back to our lives. If not for some of you, literally returning back in each other's arms. So come what may, this looks like an opportunity. An up in the air opportunity. Okay. The next card here is 3 of Swords, heartache. And I see this person's chest, and then I see heartache, and I do feel a lot of heart pain. There's a lot of chest pain going on. Now, this could be literal, physical, like I've got heart complications. I've got some anxiety that's affecting the chest area, or I've got, you know, I'm ill, I'm sick, I've got something going on, and I feel my chest in pain. Yeah, that could literally be the answer also. But for most of you, this is metaphorical, and it represents a broken heart, and that there is coldness and there is ice in the heart that is thawing out. I know it's thawing out because this is cold and chilled and icy, and this is the 8 of Wands turning the heat up. This is like a 50-degree house, and it's going to get turned up to 80 degrees. I mean, that fire is going to be felt. It's going to be known. And there is a fire in this masculine's heart for you again. It's turning on, and your love light is melting and thawing away the iciness and chipping away the coldness from your masculine's energy. Let's continue here. Thoughts, Page of Swords. I'm really getting vibes that this masculine could very well be a Gemini or a Libra. Maybe even an Aquarius. But definitely feel this masculine has some strong air. And I really feel you have some strong water. And probably between you guys, you've got some fire love going on. But that's the energies that are really popping out today in this DMDF situation. The DM is thinking about you. The DM has visited your profile, wherever you have a profile. They have. This is another fact. They have tried to reach out and see you, all right, through social media, through some profile, okay? They have maybe, oh yeah, I'm getting it. They texted you, but they erased it. I just want you to know. There was a text. It wasn't very long. I'm picturing it's about 3 paragraphs. It was kind of long, but not super, super long. They thought it was too much. So they recanted and they pulled back the message. But the masculine has started to write something towards you, be it a postcard, a Christmas card, a letter, an email, or a text. But there was written word from this masculine that thought about what to say to you, and then thought it was too much. They also feel like there's too much between you guys. There's been too much water under the bridge, too much drama in the past. So there is some genuine worry and concern that this relationship is so broken. Can it be mended? And I think a part of the situation of why they reached out to you, but they pulled back, they didn't know what you were going to say. They didn't know if you were going to respond kindly or in an upset manner. And that's what they're getting frustrated with this up in the air. They want to know what you would say. You know, they really want to know what you're feeling about them. There is questions. There is curiosity. What is my divine feminine thinking about me? What is my divine feminine feeling for me at this point? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it welcoming? Is it a rejection? They're afraid of rejection. This person does not like rejection and does not like confrontation. Believe it or not, this person does not. And so this person's like, God dang, I don't want to reach out because I really don't know how I'm going to be received. So it's too scary. It's very scary. And this relationship that may have been ended could have been from the past, which is what that King of Roses in reverse was saying. This could be someone that, you know, you've had distance from that you still care about. It's an old flame. You know, something's coming back up. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what else is happening. 8 of Cups evolving. So the masculine is pulling away from love right now. Now keep in mind, this could be you. This could be a current relationship that they're in. For sure. We do have, look at the signs. These are the signs of a broken relationship. 3 of Swords, King of Roses in reverse, and 8 of Cups evolving. So there's definite signs of a breakup in the masculine's life. Now, like I said, it's either your breakup that is haunting the masculine because they might be single and maybe they're not into a connection at this time. Or maybe they are in a connection at this time and they're distancing themselves away from that current connection to be more in tune with your connection. An old flame, that divine partnership that is still in their heart. So keep in mind, whatever way the cookie crumbles in your story, just know that those are the vibes that are coming out in the reading, okay? So what's happening in the masculine's life is they are Scorpio vibes going deep within themselves, soul searching, feeling feelings that were buried, thinking about ideas that were long since gone, surfacing back up to the surface. Realizing that everything that they thought was once very good for them and very comfortable for them may not be. So they're reevaluating, which is part of them evolving. And they're learning that they're not happy. That is the 8 of Cups. I'm just not happy. Thank you, Kaz. I love you so much. Thank you for that beautiful donation on Cash App. Thank you so much for that. So anyways, Eight of Cups is happening in your masculine's life. All the signs are there. They are detaching from what is. They are moving on from their current situation. And I would, like most readers, say, oh, it could be a job, it could be this and that. No, it's not. I have to say, no, it's not. I'm sorry, guys, but I've gotten to a place in my journey where if you're going to do this, you need to have answers. That's part of my evolving. There's too much trying to cater, trying to make a situation fit for more people. That's just not how tarot is supposed to be. It's spiritual, it's divine, it's a gift. And I must pinpoint what the cards are saying to me, otherwise they will stop speaking to me. That's just a fact. That being part of a collective and reading for people and being asked to reach out to people, I have to speak what's there. I cannot try to form fit these things. So again, please take what resonates and toss what doesn't. If this is not your story, that's okay. I may have another story that fits you. And that's beautiful and that's perfect and it's meant for you. But keep in mind this story may resonate with a specific person. Okay? Or maybe just a handful of people that needed to hear this. So please be open-minded with me here, please. I have to be specific. And if you guys are used to watching people make it much more broad and much more general, this is going to be a fine point brush. I'm really starting to take a turn on my channel and be more detailed. I don't want to do the wide, broad brush stroke. I want to have details here. So I hope you don't mind, but that is something that I'm going to be changing here in this channel. Anyways, what's happening with this masculine is an emotional evolution. They are changing form spiritually, and they're evolving into, I think, a more divine person, and they're a much more spiritual person. Now let's just say, okay, let's just sum this up right now for those that are coming in. We have a masculine here that has strong air, possibly some Scorpio in their chart. We have a feminine that they're dealing with in a divine partnership that carries heavy water, okay? Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, most likely Cancer, but doesn't have to be. But there's a strong pull there. We also have this mutual energy of Leo. So there's a Leo turn point here. This could be a Leo Venus, or a Leo Jupiter, or a Leo Ketu, or Rahu, Karma, with this person. And maybe it's not the sign of Leo for some people. It may just be in the 5th house. There is some strong placements between the both of you in the 5th house, okay? So understand that is the sign and elements that are coming into the energy of whom I'm reading for as a masculine, because this is the masculine reading right now. And in the story, there is a break in a love connection. There's also energy of, I'm thinking about the past, someone that I once loved very, very much and was very passionate about, someone I had deep inside my heart, someone that meant something to me very important in my life. And I'm thinking about that person. Those feelings are coming up. We also have brokenheartedness, separation, 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups. There is a separation in relationship. So the masculine is being brokenhearted by a separation, be it current or be it in the past. But there is a situation for the masculine in regards to a breakup. There's a divine relationship in the masculine's life, someone that is a bit of a soulmate or even a twin flame. But there is someone that is purposely put in the masculine's life that is deeply connected, whom of which I think is you. Okay, that's my opinion. Now, the overall numbers, numerologically, that's popping out for you guys is the number 8. Also, the number 4 earlier really came out. So we have 18, 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups. So there's an overall energy of self. The 8 is about empowerment, and it's about control of one's emotions, control of one's thoughts, control of one's self, control of one's environment. Someone that doesn't like change and likes to repeat patterns. And it's a very difficult struggle to overcome those repetitious, addictive patterns. This is someone who we're talking about as the masculine. The number 8 is also the major arcana for Leo. So there's another clue there. So there's a lot happening in the masculine's life, but mostly it's about empowerment and it's about the strength that it's going to take for this masculine to deal with an emotional situation involving love, most likely, that's going to bring them to an evolution of soul. This masculine is going to be a better person because of these connections, whomever, whatever this is touching. And so the masculine is changed forever and always because of this love connection, this divine partnership. This masculine is extremely brokenhearted, really hurting, really emotionally burying, burying the pain and even quite possibly the suffering that came from an emotional separation or breakup in a love connection, okay? And right now the masculine wants to know what is going to happen, but they can't know that right now. They just can't, and they're very frustrated because more than anything, they really want to know what is going to happen. Now we're going to pull some of my tarot. Keep in mind, bottom of the deck here, they are evolving and they're wanting to work with the feminine, collaborate, come together, grow, and work on your partnership. That is the truth. So the overall underall energy is they want to be back in touch with you, okay? In some way, shape, or form, they really want to be back in touch with you. That's the truth. Believe it. It really is. Let's get some more clarification on this masculine. Spirit, please clarify the 8 of Wands, energy surge, and communication. Tell me more about what we can expect in the future. Oh, okay. All right. What can we expect? Ah, we got the Hanged Man. And we got the 8 of Cups down there again, my friends. Wow. Okay. Queen of Wands. Maybe they're leaving a Leo or there's some Leo connection here. I don't know. But listen. Listen, Linda. Listen. In the communication, they're holding back either because of your breakup. Again, they don't know what you're going to say or do. So they're Hanged Man position in communication with you at this time. Also, this is my intuition speaking here strictly. I think they're holding off on communication because they're in the midst of a breakup. They're in the midst of leaving an emotional situation at this time. And maybe that's kind of holding them back. It's like, well, I want to reach out to my feminine, but I guess I really need to deal with this right now. That's really a priority. 888 again, really coming out, isn't it? Isn't that just strange? So yeah, they're really wanting to reach out. They're like, God dang it. I don't know. This separation is making it difficult. Spirit, universe, is there any way that I can just know, maybe through a dream, maybe through a spiritual message or sign, that I know it's safe to reach out? Is there any way that I can have confirmation? And the universe is like, no. No, you need to search your heart. They're like, oh gosh, don't talk to me about feelings. Please don't, Spirit, don't talk to me about feelings. I don't do well with those. I need to have a strategy. Look at the strategies here. I need to have a plan. I need to know the next step. I can't work well with my intuition and my feelings. That's not my forte. My forte is knowledge. Knowledge is power. I need to know that it's safe. They're almost manifesting you reaching out to them so they'll feel safe in communicating with you. So I'm going to ask you, feminines, do you feel like you've been urged spiritually to reach out to your masculine? Settle. What is it?
For like a little bit, I really want to play that Mario game.
Oh, you want to play the Mario game right now? Okay. Do you want to munch on some bacon? No, thanks. Do you need a drink? I'll be right back, guys. Let me deal with my little Matthew.
Can you just give me some cranberry juice and soap?
Yeah.
And turn on Mario Part 1.
Okay.
So I can sleep well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a little second here. Ponder my thoughts there on that reading for a second.
I can't wait for Christmas. We open all those presents. And see what kind of stuff we get. You guys so much fun about no toys.
Okay, so I'm back. All right, so we're gonna keep going. But anyways, I think you guys, as I said, hopefully you were pondering on that. Do you feel like you're being strangely drawn in to communication with your masculine? Like, do you feel like you want to reach out all of a sudden? You feel like you just want to say, hi, how are you? Miss you. Or I'm feeling things about you, or you're having dreams about them, or you're, just strangely your heart is turning for them again. If you feel like the love light's getting turned back on, and it's like out of the blue, and it's really not something you've been thinking about, please understand that your partnership has allowed your masculine to manifest with a very strong power, very Leo, powerful drawing you in. Your masculine is an excellent manifester, and it comes very easy to them. They get what they want. They're very demanding. They're very authoritative. They're very, this is what I want. This is what I will have. That's this kind of person. Staring in the face of what they want. So let me tell you, this masculine is calling you in. And you're like, what? What? No way, Steph. No way. Is that what's been going on? I feel it. I knew it. Something weird has been happening. Yes, your masculine has turned on their love light. They're thinking about your connection, and they are absolutely calling you in. Look at that, 44 minutes when I said so. That just means that's a certainty. That is a certainty. That is a stable, grounded answer. Yes, they are absolutely calling you in. And you're being drawn into this fray. You're being drawn into their mess, honey. You are. And you're like, oh boy, I knew there was a reason I wanted to reach out, and it wasn't just me. You know, I knew there was something strange. My masculine is manifesting me back into their life. It's a very strange feeling to feel out of control and being drawn in by somebody else's power. That is a very strange feeling. And I know a lot of you feminines watching, male or female, I know you guys feel it. I know you guys are like, oh my God, yes, I feel it. I feel I'm being drawn in like a magnet back to this person, and I'm not doing it intentionally nor on purpose. This is something I'm just being drawn back into. It's almost like you're getting caught in a current in the ocean. And no matter how much you swim the other direction, you're being drawn out. You're being drawn out to sea. There's no fighting that current. Many people get lost snorkeling because of that current. And they've got flippers and everything, but by the time they look out, they are a mile away from where they were. And that's what happens. You guys won't even really notice you're being drawn in till you take a breath of air and look around yourself and you're like, uh-oh, I'm totally back into my masculine's energy again. How did that happen? And when did this happen? It feels like it happened overnight. Anyways, it's inevitable. So you're being sucked in, my friends, by a little sucker fish. I'm just kidding. Okay, we're going to clarify some more energy here. Hi. Okay, so the next bit of energy is Two of Cups. Let's get into that one. Okay. Oh, they're thinking about, oh yes. I'm sorry, there's no denying it. Don't play me, play lotto. Two of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords, which is misery. Now this is about a lot of regret. It really is. It's very closely related to the energy of the Five of Cups. But this is overthinking. Over worrying, over analyzing, overthinking things almost to death. And it's about stress, heartbreak, pain, panic, jealousy, loss, hurt. It's about panic, misery, sadness, hate, or being hated. There's a lot of doubt, pressure, rejection, a lot of rejection, sorrow, and anxiety. So there's a lot of pain. A lot of pain associated with the Two of Cups. And I really just want to add, there could be a lot of regret there. You've got the Two of Cups, divine partnership. I know you guys aren't in the best place. There's too much Eight of Cups, Three of Swords to be saying you guys are in a good place. The next one here is third party. So this very well involved a third party situation. So we're about to get into that. Bottom of the deck, overall, underall energy. You guys, divine partnership, Two of Cups, soulmates, twin flames. You guys were inflicted with some drama, damage, pain, and separation because of a third party. It is what it is. And again, I told you I'm not using a broad stroke. It's a very fine-tooth, very detailed message. For the specific person that I'm reading for, you guys were separated here because of a third party. It is what it is, and that is very hurtful. And what comes along with a third party is a choice. And Two of Cups is a choice. It's always the two, right? And someone made a decision and they chose somebody else. I feel the heartbreak. That's really what these are. And both of them are roses. Maybe that's a symbol of your love. But talk about the bloody mess, the aftermath, the suffering from loving someone. Your person, your masculine, has only tried to love. Your masculine has only tried to do the right thing. Now, the way they see doing the right thing is never how you see doing the right thing. You follow your heart. You follow your emotions. You follow spiritual, intuitive, divine design. It's natural for you to feel your way in the right direction. But the masculine is not. And the masculine only knows to do logical things, to make choices and decisions based on what's best for all involved, on black and white, pen and paper, legally, logistically, you know, or what makes more sense for a living arrangement, what makes more sense for job and career, what makes more sense. You know, really, that's how they do it, that's how they see it, and that's how they make their decisions. What makes sense. It's not about following their emotions, and it's not about following their heart. So anyways, this has led the masculine to a place of not feeling good because all the decisions the masculine has made, including your decision about you guys, was based on some form of what they thought their reality was, the Page of Thoughts, Page of Swords, and what they thought was correct, good, right, wasn't. And they tried to do the right thing, guys. They really did. And you have to know their heart was in the right place. Their heart was in, I have to make tough choices. Tough choices are hard to make, but I'm a masculine, and I'm going to make those tough choices because that's what I do. Very robotic, right? But that was their strategy. Now, it's all come to shit, basically. Nine of Swords, third party. They've done nothing but really stress, sleepless nights, nightmares. This is, you know, this is obsessive thoughts, fears, reminders in their head all the time. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? It's actually very Virgo, even though it feels very Libra, but it is what it is. This person is just like, I am overthinking this shit out of this. And I can't rack my brain. Did I make the right choice? No, I don't feel like I did. I just don't feel like I made the right choice, Steph. The masculine's like, Steph, I have a broken heart. My heart is hurting. I've made a lot of choices in my life that I thought were good, and I'm realizing now, Page of Swords, I'm learning that they were not, and my evolving Eight of Cups is I've walked away from things that I didn't want to walk away from. I've walked away from my feminine, whom I love. I've walked away from people, places, things that I cared a lot about because I thought that was the right choice. But I'm learning that it is not. And I'm hurting and I'm frustrated and I'm pissed off at myself. Very pissed off at myself is how they feel. There's even a little bit of public humiliation here. They're suffering through some public humiliation. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. Okay. So the Three of Swords gets the Three of Pentacles. And look at that. You had it twice. Three of Pentacles twice. And that's talking about this broken heart. Okay. So clarifying the Three of Swords is progress. They are healing. 3, 3, 3. So there's a lot of threes in their energy as well. They may be seeing 3, 3, 3 a lot, which is healing, recovery, but also something being birthed. Something growing. They are ready to move on, but they're very confused. The masculine is working very much on their healing, and they're getting in a good place with you right now, and that's why they're calling you in. But it's going to take some time. If there was a third party, that third party person's still around. And that may be what's led to a lot of this frustration. And I'm still juggling. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my way out of here. I'm working on moving out of a relationship, stepping up. And if you guys feel like you need to talk to someone because your masculine hasn't stepped up in your relationship, maybe hasn't stepped up as a father, or stepped up as a man or woman, or stepped up as a mother, just stepped up in your relationship responsibly, this is a sign that they want to step up into the connection. They want to evolve with you. They're tired of being stuck in the past and stuck in a bad decision. And I hate to say it, but some of them are tired of being stuck in a relationship. They're moving on up, and they're moving on out, and they're healing. And anyways, that's what's happening here. Bottom of the deck is 7 of Cups, choices. Again, they're trying to make better choices right now. This is, I've broken a lot of hearts, or my heart has been broken. It's time for me to step up and make better decisions. Okay? It's time for me to move in the right direction. I can't be bullshitting with my life anymore. I don't have more time to waste. I need to step up, mature myself, follow my heart, my intuition. I need to listen to those things. Those are important. I need to heal the damage that's been done in my life. This is kind of a making amends. I do think your masculine wants to make amends with the wrongs that have been done. And they're really calling you in for that, because you, feminine, are their emotional support. You are their spiritual guide. You are that light in the dark, the lantern, as they go on their soul-reflecting journey. So, of course, they're calling you in. They need help. They need assistance. That's that collaboration making more sense now. I need your help because I'm moving as a soul into a new energy. Please support me in this move as I release my heavy burdens, 10 of Wands. As I release my heavy burdens and pain and suffering from holding a grudge or holding on to things that don't serve me, I've got to let go of them. Please support me in that, help me in that, because I'm very 5 of Pentacles. And this is isolated and alone. They feel like they're the lone wolf. They're alienated from their pack. They are the black sheep also. They really need some help aiding in their recovery. Okay, so they're just going through a lot of loss, a lot of pain, and a lot of suffering, maybe even an illness, but they're really having a difficult time. They need you. And that's why they're calling you in spiritually. And you're listening, aren't you? You're coming in. You're seeing those dreams. You're sending your telepathic messages. You're speaking to them in your mind or out loud by yourself. You're connecting. So you are being called in and you are connecting. Very spiritual people here. Very Scorpio couple. Let's clarify the 8 of Cups. This is a very crazy message. Bottom of the deck wanted to come out the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. But then we got the Tower also. And these cards came out and I haven't even got there. So we've got a big message. The 8 of Cups, them evolving out of this situation, is the new beginning doesn't come without destruction. And they know they have to destroy everything that is to recreate something new. They know that. And there is a Tower coming into your masculine's life. And it's coming in so they can build this new future with you. And there is something bright and beautiful and healthy growing in its place. You guys have a good foundation. Okay, I'm going to put that there. You guys have a good foundation, and the Tower that's coming in is going to destroy what's happening with them and bring in your guys' energy. It's a very strong relationship that's being formed. Now, the other cards that I pulled out to clarify your 8 of Cups is evolving. 8 of Cups. And clarifying that is the Queen of Cups, Cancer vibes again, and unconditional love. Cancer vibes again. Guys, I've had Cancer all over this reading too since the beginning, and I told you that's big. But they are moving away and on. There is some mother issues here. I don't know what that is. Maybe there's a single parent situation with your masculine. Maybe they left you alone with their child. It's quite possible. Maybe their mother was absent from their life. It's possible. Or maybe their mother passed away. I don't know. But there is a nurturing that they've suffered from, a loss of not having. There's been a loss. And I also want you to know, whatever relationship they've chosen over you in this third-party connection, they have not been loving or nurturing the way you are. I really want to be crystal clear on that message because it's very important and it is a fact in this reading. The relationship that they chose over you has not been fulfilling emotionally, and that person is not as caregiving, as nurturing, as attentive, and as healing as your love connection. So this is a very big message of confirmation for the feminine who's watching. They know that the love they have is nothing in comparison to the love that you give. They are aware. They are also aware, and they're evolving, that they've made a very bad choice, and what they feel is a bad choice with the Tower, in not choosing you in the first place. So they really want to repair the situation with you. It is what it is. They want to work on it. They want to grow this. They want repair. They want to mend bridges, and they still love you. We're going to clarify the Page of Swords, which is thoughts. Spirit, please clarify the Page of Swords. Okay, well, that was I guess it was kind of a surprise. You guys got desire, Leo vibrations. You know, a lot of you guys don't like me to bring this into a reading, but it is what it is in this reading. Your masculine has had a lot of intimate thoughts about you. I mean, they can't help it. A masculine is lower chakra based. Masculine energy does think about things like sexuality. They do think about things such as passion, physical pleasure, okay? They think about getting you naked. It is what it is. They think about your intimate body parts. It is what it is. That's how the masculine is programmed. They think about those pleasure points. They think about your love connection in terms of something physical. It is what it is. You know, and you are their rock, their stability. You're what makes them happy. Pleasure with you is what makes them happy and brings them a lot of joy. You know, it is what it is. You have to accept that. That is a masculine energy. Feminine energy is stimulated by the mental companionship, being on the same page, open-minded spiritually, and communication. Communication to a feminine, male or female, makes no difference. Communication to a feminine is a very big turn on. Intellectual compatibility, spiritual compatibility, very big turn on. They can get turned on in a love connection on those things alone. Masculines, of course, very different. Male or female doesn't matter. They have to feel your love. You know, they want to feel it in your kiss. They want to feel it in your touch. They want to feel your energy next to them, your warmth. They want to feel your chi energy rising with theirs, kundalini vibration, okay? So they need to feel those things physically. So it is a different connection for them, and you have to be understanding of that. You have to be open-minded about that, okay? That's just a fact. So anyways, with their Page of Thoughts, they're very, let's be honest, they're turned on by your pictures. You might have some pictures lately. Maybe you have your shirt off, you know, maybe you've got your arms shown in the picture, you know, especially if you're a man. You know, maybe you're working on your car, maybe you're, you know, doing something in your house, maybe you're just on the beach with your kids, or who knows what's going on, feminine. But they're just like, oh, they're beautiful, or they're handsome, or God, they turn me on, like I just, their lips, or, you know, I remember them, I remember their touch, and it just makes them feel alive. So when they're looking back on you, Page of Swords, Page of Thoughts, they are desiring you once again because they remember how you feel in their arms. And they remember how you feel and how you taste on their lips. And they remember those things. And so just by looking upon you, they're breaking an old karmic cycle. All right? And I'll tell you, there is this beautiful new beginning. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. You guys have an Ace of Wands, which is a big turn on. Hard as a rock. And also Ace of Cups, wet. Guys, this is a very sexual. This is You know what this is. This is the cup and this is the rod. They fit perfectly together. Okay? Whatever situation's happening, just know that your masculine is turned on either by blood flow to an area or wetness in an area. They are turned on. They are just turned on. That is a definite confirmation. They regret what they lost in you because they really feel for you very passionately, very intimately for you. They still have that turn on by you, okay? And so you need to know that. And that is helping them break up with quite possibly a karmic relationship. This divine masculine reading is turning out into something I didn't think it would turn out into, but wow. So Spirit, where are they at this moment? Let's go ahead and use the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Where is the masculine at in this moment? Masculine, where are you at? Where are you at in this moment? Rose, come on. Where are you at in this moment? Divine masculine, where are you at? Guys, wow, this is very, very, Leo energy. We talked about power. A lot of 8s. Now we got the number 16, full moon power. This is getting their power back. Getting in touch with their masculinity. They are absolutely empowered into their masculine form. They may have felt like they lost control. They lost power in another connection. They felt stuck in another connection, very hanged man. They're moving their way out of it. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 all over the board. They're moving out of being controlled. And they're getting back in touch with themselves. And, mostly because they're going inside their heart. Let's read this. Step into their true power is what they're doing, shining brightly. They're not hiding who they are, what they are, and what they want. It is the right time in their life to attract big things for themselves. Ancestral energy is also pushing them forward. They're opening their mind to larger possibilities. They're going outside on a clear night and looking up at the sky, thinking about you. Hopefully, you'll see the stars twinkling. If you are really lucky, you might see a swirling Milky Way spilling across the darkness. And then there she is, the big full moon, unmistakably in all her glory and all her power. And the moon does rule the sign of Cancer. I don't know, that might be something important to you guys. Whenever they go outside and look at the moon, they think about the divine feminine. They have power and it is real. They realize that the moon moves the earth itself, stabilizing it into orbit. She releases and pulls the seas. She is an object of devotion. She is the inspiration of poems, the realm of the goddess, the feminine. She has witnessed the very first of us rise up on 2 legs and venerate in her. Generation after generation, she has stood barefoot under the same moon, wishing, setting intentions, dancing, and drawing on her graceful power. We are made of the very swirling matter that is the stuff of stars. You are pure possibility, changing constantly. Renewing and transforming is this time. Take this moment, masculine, to recognize this power and rejoice in it. For your next step is a precursor to your future self. A companion stone that they might be working with is a moonstone. So they might be working with a moonstone. That might be what's called to them right now. Or they're heavily thinking about the moon. And I know that is the divine feminine. We got it right here. So I can guarantee you, your masculine is absolutely thinking about you. Absolutely. Looking at the moon and thinking about the goddess, the divine feminine, whether you are male or female. This masculine is thinking about your cup overflowing. And in a very sexual sense, if I'm talking about a woman, please don't take offense to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be vulgar, but this is the only way I know how to say it. And I'm not trying to be rude to you or disrespectful. But the masculine, if you're a woman in this, sees you as the moon and sees you as this cup, as in your female power downstairs is extremely inviting, warm, attractive, and there's no other way to say it. They think that you are very attractive because how wet you get for them. So sorry, but you know, that's for a woman. So as wet as you become in their arms and while they're penetrating you or they're with you, they're just like, that is a major turn on. They could just eat you alive. There's a very big attraction with the way you flow, okay, and how you feel and taste, and it's just, it means a lot to their spirit to have that deep physical attraction and connection to you as a woman. So they know that they desire that. They crave the pleasure they feel with you. Okay? So that's a very serious thing for this person. They really think that is important. It's not a joke. It's not something to be toyed around with. That connection with you is very important to them in their life. They need to have that. They thirst for you. They crave you. The pleasure they got with you, they have not gotten with this other third-party person. They haven't gotten the same amount of pleasure that they have with you. Your connection and your chemistry is very real. Now, when you're a masculine energy, what they've been craving and what they feel for you is, and again, I'm not trying to be rude or vulgar or disrespectful, but if you are a man in a feminine energy, they love the way you release your energy, the way you, you know, ejaculate, okay? I know we're kind of going sexual here, but let's be serious adults. The way that you as a masculine release yourself is a very big turn on for them. There must be some specific sensitive way that you do it, because as a man, you're very sensitive. And when you release yourself, you may say things that are very heartfelt. Tears may run down this person's face, being with you, feeling your energy. Maybe tears run down your face. Maybe you just feel the love, and when you explode like that, you know, when you release like that, all your love pours into them, and they feel it. They feel your love pouring into their soul, and they just really feel that deep connection with you as a man who is a divine feminine. They feel your emotion, and they just, they see that you are opening of your soul and pouring of your love out. Is a very open book, a very open person, and very raw and very real. And so they're very attracted to your sensitivity intimately, and they miss that. And they just want you to know, you know, as a man in a feminine energy, that you are special, you are divine. And the way you give love is a way that they have not experienced love from another person. It is not that giving of self, it's not that sensitive, and it is not that intimate. It's just, it lacks love and sensitivity. And so they know that now with their choice. They feel the difference. So anyways, take that how it resonates, whether you're male or female, but that's what's coming in, and that's what's being picked up on for you guys. So keep an open mind, be an open book in this reading. But again, I'm hitting details that are only going to resonate for certain people, and if it resonates, awesome, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Sumo, back. Sumo. Sumo. Back. Come on. Come on. Be a good boy. Okay. So anyways, that's the energy for the masculine right now. Really collaborating with you, really getting in tune with you, really wanting to be connected intimately and emotionally, sexually, physically with you. And they're back in your energy, and they are definitely calling you in. Home is where the heart is, and their home is with you. They feel it, they know it. They're beginning to open up to wisdom. So they're wisening up, okay? They're learning from their lessons, their karmic lessons. And they're beginning to accept what is and what was and make peace. and they're ready to manifest and grow something else with the focus card. Coming in next is their intention. So they are truly focusing on what they want, and they're taking action towards you. So get prepared. All right, what is the sign for the both of you? What is a sign for my collective in this relationship? What sign can I give them about their love? What sign? What could be a message that hits home? Give me a home run for the person that this is connecting with. Bottom of the deck, we have the World card, Pisces energy. This is about endings, and whoa, this guy is, okay. So he's looking at him, penetrating her with a mirror. So he likes the way it looks. So that's going to be a very strong connection for the both of you, that this person likes to look at videos, pictures, or penetration, or whatever with the both of you intimately, and likes control. Domination might also be a little part of this feeling like I am the masculine, I'm in control of you. So they like to feel like they're controlling you in some way, in an intimate way, okay? So a sign is they like to look at themselves physically, sexually, intimately with you, and knowing that they're in power, that they're in power of your body, mind, and soul. It's a very big turn on for them. They also like how you look down there. Oh, another sign here. Another 8 of Wands. Good Lord. I think it's pretty self-evident what they like to do with you. So there's a lot of that. Okay, there's a lot of that. A lot of oral fixation between the both of you. So if you guys are definitely an oral couple as well as other kinkiness, just know that this person, a sign that you know, oh yeah, that hits home. That hits home for us. This is something that we both do very well. This is something that he enjoys or she enjoys or I enjoy or whatever it is. And they know it. And this is a big connection for the both of you. Just know that they're turned on and they want you. They're craving you. And I think what I'm getting mostly out of these cards is I'm craving you. Point blank, I'm craving you. It is what it is. They desire you, flat out, and they crave you. And that's really what's calling them into you, and you feel it. I think you feel it and they know it. They're very turned on with this flame between the both of you. Let's get a love card as we move on from this reading. Give me one love oracle, please, for my collective. I'm going to close my eyes as I shuffle. Spirit, guide and direct me for a love message for my collective, whom this resonates for. All right, so bottom of the deck, they have freedom. There's nothing stopping them. This path is clear if they want it to be. So again, this 8 of Cups, right? Breaking free. Karmic chains being broken. They are freeing themselves from a karmic relationship or a karmic habitual pattern. That is that 8 energy, their freedom, okay? So they're ready to move on from this. And this is very Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and see that image. That image is the rainbow, and she is free and evolving. So there's a love message for you guys. The other love message is this card. I don't know what it says yet, but look at your beautiful connection. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. You guys are feeling love for each other again. Romance is turned back on. Maybe you noticed. Maybe you haven't yet. Maybe you will within about 8 weeks to 2 months. But romance is in the air between the both of you. It's almost like, where did that love go? Where did that love, where did that passion go? Did it disappear? No. Was it on hold for a while? Yeah. That love was on hold for a while, but it's back. Your love connection is turned back on. Oh, that doesn't go there. That tower's coming. That Tower is coming. Whew. Now this may resonate for some of you guys, I don't know, but I'm hearing All My Life by Casey and JoJo, I think it was. I prayed for someone like you. And then I'm hearing Tell Me It's Real. Tell me it's real, this feeling that I feel. So there's a questioning on, is your love real? So I don't know if that song, you know, resonates with you or it doesn't. If you've never heard it, you might want to hear it. It's a 1990s song, love song, and it's a very romantic song. Casey and JoJo used to be a very big romantic hip hop artists, and that song is really resonating with the masculine read right now. And they're really just feeling sensual and emotional and in love. Ironically, they got King of Roses and Queen of Cups. That's a very strong inclination that their love light is turned back on for the divine feminine. And they're feeling emotions that they haven't felt for you in a long time, that it's coming back to life. And they're starting to reconnect with you with all that Three of Pentacles energy. Okay? All right, so now we're going to get into the divine feminine energy. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards. Show me a divine feminine message. What's happening with the divine feminine right now? What does the divine feminine need to know? Which is a majority of my viewers. What is the divine feminine's message today? Cooking. I feel like you're going to be getting into some cooking today. All right, there's something big that you need to make. I don't know. You just feel like you need to get in the kitchen. You got to start preparing something that might take some time, and you're going to put your love and energy into it. So I don't know. There's that, and there's also that feeling of home. The feeling of being home, feeling rooted, feeling connected to your roots, connected to your family. In a safe place, in a safe, warm, protected place. I think you're also making a safe space for yourself. You're really wanting to get cozy, and you're really wanting to just feel grounded in your home. This is your sanctuary. And for the feminine, it's connecting very, very deeply to where you reside and where you feel safe. And you're just in your safe zone right now. All right, so there's that. Bottom of the deck here, you have the winter image. All right, so there's that card. You might be feeling very nostalgic, very into the Christmas moment. All right. Let's start with my tarot, and then I'll clarify with the Twin Flame Tarot this time. Do a little reverse, a little yin-yang action for the feminine. Spirit, please guide and direct me with the divine feminine. Please show me what I need to know for the divine feminine. All right, divine feminine. Bottom of the deck for you guys is a ticking time bomb. The clock is ticking. Something's about to happen. You feel like you're about to explode, but I think there's a ticking time bomb, which is going to be an explosion of a rebirth. The divine feminine is being reborn. There's a remake and a rebirth, and it's about to happen. The divine feminine is exploding into a brand new energy. Okay, you feel it. You feel the change and the transition. I don't think you've quite exploded yet, but you will be. Bottom of the deck, where you're feeling super connected to, overall underall, is family. Again, really connected to your roots, your ancestors, and your immediate family. Feeling very nurturing and caregiving and very family-oriented. You may also be into photography at this time, really stepping into your creative art energy, and really focusing on family health. So family health, as in the literal physical health of your family, but also mental health and emotional health and educative health. All your wisdom is really important. Sumo, come. Sumo. You be a good boy. You be a good boy. You lay down. Okay, sorry. So anyways, really connecting with children, really connecting with family at this time. Let's go ahead and reveal. Let's start with this one. Oh, you have moving on as part of your energy. So you're moving on. And funny, isn't this strange how you guys just have this weird connection, you and your masculine? The masculine got up in the air, and it was an air balloon with a basket. You guys got the same kind of shit. You guys got an air balloon, okay? One that you can ride in with a basket. It's just strange that you guys are pulling the same pictures, the same images. But your energy is different. Your masculine doesn't know what to expect from you. But feminine, you've kind of moved on from the situation. You're so far away and disconnected from your divine partnership. You feel like you've already moved on. But you know you haven't. You know that that love connection is still alive and very real. But you are still in this vibration of I've moved on. Because I think you're trying to move on. That's your purpose. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to move on from a love connection and really get into your family. Let's reveal this card. We have the King of Forces in reverse. So I just want to get you the image up right so you see what it is. There's a storm behind him. He's surrounded by animals. Okay, and then he's in the forest. So in reverse, there's a whole nother message with this. Funny how the masculine brought in the King of Roses in reverse. You're bringing in the King of Forces in reverse. Again, I feel like you're disconnecting from an air sign. So the feminine's coming in very nurturing, very loving. Guess what I see down here? After taking time bomb, I find you here, Queen of Cups. Again, popping up in the reading today. All right. So you are very emotional, very loving, very nurturing, but you're exploding into a very powerful masculine side of yourself. Seven of Pentacles, you've waited a very long time. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting for your masculine to get back into your life, which they hadn't done in a timely manner. So you've already given up on that. You've given up on the hope for marriage, union, or anything else. You've released your burdens to the universe. Ten of Wands. Spirit, take my pain and suffering. Take my desires. Take my energy. I'm no longer yearning for that. You guys have already let go and released the desire for partnership. So a lot of the feminines are in a very independent, single energy right now. Let me get a drink. So we have the Lover's card. Gemini vibration coming in for the divine feminine. All right. Twin flames. Funny how they get Two of Cups and you guys get the Lover's card. This is a twin flame connection. Isn't my card gorgeous, by the way? Can we just take a moment and like love this image? Notice you've got the snake in the tree with the apple. Temptation. Third party. Anyways, I love this card. The universe backs them up. They are a tree rooted and grounded together. They have a strong foundation. They are the lovers. Soulmates, twin flames. All right, so moving on. That third party energy has stepped in to tempt your partner. Notice how the snake is looking at the masculine, made of water, okay? Very emotionally tempting. tempting that person with logic and what makes sense and what they should do, and getting into their mind. So this third party person really got into your person's mind to pull them away from you. So a lot of manipulation came into your masculine's life. You had your back turned towards the snake. You didn't even see it coming. So whatever third party popped into your life that kind of separated you and your masculine, you did not see it coming. You had no idea that that train wreck, that tower was going to happen to you. You had no idea. It came like a wrecking ball, okay? And it destroyed your connection. Let's go ahead and continue further. And there you are as the Empress, divine feminine in all her essence. Her beauty, her compassion, her fiery heart that gives life and nurturing and support and confidence. She speaks only love with the heart in her throat chakra. She speaks love and warmth and kindness. In her stomach area is the earth. She wants to give life and protect and grow and nurture and become things. So a lot of creation, a lot of creativity comes from the divine feminine. Her surrounding energy is the placenta, which is just, I can create and support life. She sits in a bed of roses because she is beautiful, and she goes never unnoticed. Wherever she walks, beauty follows. Wherever she goes, attention goes. The butterfly represents her rebirth and the renewal, that she can take anything from one form and transform it into another. She represents renewal, okay? And healing, divine nurturing and healing. So you're coming in feminine as strongly connected to your masculine, even though there's rifts. You are ready to heal and grow and nurture whatever is difficult, whatever comes your way. We have a very headstrong feminine who's very willing to take on whatever task is at hand. A lot of confidence is coming from the feminine. The next card here is the High Priestess. Wow. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. The divine feminine that I'm talking about is a force to be reckoned with. We even have the King of Forces. You are a force of nature. You are a powerful high priestess. So you could be a witch, you could be a very divine manifester, you could be very, very confident entrepreneur, maybe all of the above. You are just a very influential, very, how do you say, like, just a very big personality. When you step in the room, people notice, you know, you have a power that you take with you. So you're very strong and very strong-willed, but you're very loving. Very, very loving individual. You're also very quiet and you keep to yourself. So you are a lot smarter than people think you are. You have a lot more depth inside of you than people think you have. You're very good at observing the energy around you. You're a psychic, an empath, an intuitive, maybe even a tarot reader. Okay, you use divination tools all the time. Nothing gets past you. You're an excellent assessor of a situation and a feeling and a person. You evaluate, you pick up on people's energies, you read people very, very well. In other words, nothing gets past you, okay? Nothing gets past you, but you are very loving and very kind. Even though you had your back turned over there, I think what happens with your energy is, because you're very smart and you're very intuitive, male or female, look at the third eye, for both of them glowing. You always see what's coming. How come you didn't see this? And a lot of you guys are like, what the fuck? I should have known that this third party individual was a wrecking ball and coming in. And you kind of get mad at yourself because you didn't prepare for it. You didn't prepare for the disruption. You weren't ready for that. But here's the deal. You did know. Yes, you did. You had signs 6 months, precisely 6 months before that third party person came in. You had dreams, you had signs, you had divine messages. They were coming in. You did know. You just didn't want to know. You were so busy manifesting what you thought was a love connection, which it is, but you were so busy manifesting that, so busy growing that you forgot to battle negative forces coming towards you. You let your guard down. You put a lot of faith and you put all your eggs in a basket that because your love connection is so real and because your love connection is so full of divine energy, that you would see through anything. So you kind of hurt yourself in a way. You hurt yourself because you put your guard down, because you put all your faith into the love connection and you were not building your repertoire or whatever you say of battle gear to spiritually battle that snake that was coming into your relationship. And maybe by the time you battled it, it was a little too late. It already happened. So you feel like you've lost your power in this connection. The next card that comes out is the Queen of Swords. Man, you have very high stakes. You have very high value here as far as the way Spirit sees you. You're a very big player. Not player as in playing lives, but a player in the story. You're a star. You are a very important player in what becomes your fate. You have a lot of control into what happens to you. And so here you're very smart, again, very intuitive. You're not blind to anything, but you're blind when it comes to love. Here she doesn't have her third eye open. Here she's got her body and soul open. She doesn't have her third eye open. So you're blind when it comes, love is blind. And so whenever you're in love, you feel blinded. It's almost like when you're with this person, they block your intuition. And it's very difficult for you to be who you're supposed to be in this relationship. Anyways, you're coming across extremely hurt, jaded even. You have made a dress made out of iron for yourself. You have armor around your heart and body. I will not be hurt. You are completely covered up. Even your throat is covered up. Everything vulnerable, everything that could be hurt, you have covered in iron, in steel, in metal. You have shielded yourself from what's out there because you know the world hurts. Your crown is made of ice. And even though you are a feminine of power, when you burst through the door, you have power. You still feel like as powerful as a person as you are, as a spiritual warrior that you are, of an intuitive that you are, you still have to carry your armor because anything could happen. Your intuition is never far off. You've got the owl behind you, which is your intuition that always has your back, always follows you. You always see through situations that you feel there's like a red flag, there's an alarm. There's something to be cautious of. You've always, you got your guard up. Let's just be real. The divine feminine has her guard up, male or female. Gemini is very strong here. But so is, well, Gemini is very strong. But so could Libra or Aquarius. Cancer's here. Scorpio's here. Okay? Thank you, Karen, for the 1212 in Cash App, for the donation. Thank you so much. So anyways, nothing's going to get past you now. You've got your guard up. You know, you're like, I've been hurt before. The only queen that has been divorced, separated, betrayed, lied to, scorned, stabbed in the back, and hurt. The only queen that has suffered immensely in this lifetime is the Queen of Swords. The other queens have not experienced the level of pain that the Queen of Swords has experienced. Now, the Queen of Swords can deliver a stab just as brutal as the ones she's been dealt. But she chooses wisely. So, you are a much wiser person because of your experience, that's for sure. You're much more on guard and wise. Wow, the masculine had a Page of Swords over here. And they're over there watching you. you know, looking on your social media and, you know, being turned on, obviously. That was what was clarified. You, however, are a page of cups in that position. Isn't that funny? A page for a page. 2 little peas in a pod. 2 little Twinkies. You're a page and he's a page. Or she. But you've got the page of cups, so you are wanting to deliver a loving message. You also are trying to communicate with your heart and with your emotions. So you are reaching out. You may be a very small, little tiny little note, a tiny little message, tiny little love message coming on. See, the door is so big. This cup is so tiny in comparison to the door. There's a door in front of you and you don't know how to get through it yet. But you're knocking on that door with a letter, with a heart. And you're saying, I'm ready to communicate in a very loving way. So you are knocking on your masculine's door. You are reaching out spiritually, intimately, romantically, intuitively, psychically. You are using your powers to reach out to the masculine. You're absolutely wanting to communicate, just like we saw in the reading. Your masculine has been calling you in, and you are responding. So you are definitely responding and communicating in a very loving, spiritual way to your masculine. You're speaking from the heart. But you're very naive in love. That's how you feel. And you don't want to be a sucker. You don't want to be a victim. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be a sitting duck. So you are being very cautious. And to be honest, as smart in entrepreneurship, as smart in business, as smart in intuition and psychic abilities as you are, and as smart as you are with the esoteric and mysticism and all things spiritual, because you are a teacher. That is the high priestess and the empress. As wonderful as you are in all those aspects, and as mothering and nurturing and caregiving as you are, to bring life into this world, you lack one thing. That is emotional, loving, intimate relationship intelligence. And it's not that you don't know about relationships or love. It's that you are blinded very easily when in love. And you know that that is your weakness. Drop it. That's a naughty boy. That's no.
I was just about to walk until I saw that.
Grab it. You shouldn't be having that on the floor. That's bad. That's no. Go lay down.
Simone.
Matthew, if you can't keep an eye on him out there with you, just put him on the leash.
Okay. Simone.
Now he's sorry. You should be sorry. You already ate one Santa hat. This is the second one you ate. That's no.
I'm looking at no.
All right. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I guess Sumo's going to stay in here with me. You did bad things. You are a naughty Sumo, and I gave you bacon, and I gave you love, and you ruined that hat. You're lucky. You're cute, but you're still not going to get away with it. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. You stay there now. You have to stay there now because you're in trouble. You have to stay there. You have to be babysat. That's what happens. That's what you did. Now you have to be learning your lesson. Sorry. I know. It's miserable, but take a nap. All right. Anyways, love is blind. And you just realize that that's your weak spot. That's your Achilles heel. Anytime you fall in love, you can lose yourself. And you're kind of scared about that, okay? A little bit scared about being in love again because that's the only time you kind of fall out of power. And you hate that. You love to be the Empress and the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. That is your forte. You feel very comfortable in your position of power. And you are a teacher and a healer and a helper. But it just doesn't happen when you're in love. And that's what you don't want that. So let's go to the next card here. Ace of Pentacles. Well, you do get that new beginning, don't you? just like was foretold in the masculine reading. But this is you starting your life brand new, like a brand new shiny golden pentacle. And this is the flower of life symbolism. It's about creation and growth and expansion. So you are having this beautiful new beginning with the ace. And the energy that the feminine is in is, I'm a whole new person. I will reach out to you in love and I will support you spiritually, and I want to communicate my heart to you. But I am very cautious about falling in love again. I'm very cautious about being in a relationship. All right, so we're going to read that oracle, the King of Forces in reverse. Okay. You're very welcome, Jennifer. So this card represents the divine feminine at a time of depleted forces, inertia, scattered energy. It indicates a divorce or a separation for the King of Forces or from the King of Forces. Career-wise, there may be a loss of position for someone in an industry natural to the King of Forces. Okay. This card reversed could also indicate a man with disruptive energy. He may be out of balance in his own life, which imbalances you as well. Sometimes there are obvious signs of negativity, anger, hostility, or even abiding depression. Other times there may be vibrations that are subtle and hard to recognize. By the way, ironically, we have 108 people watching, and this is page 188. So again, there's that symbol and connection between you and the masculine. And I think you are dealing with the masculine who is an air sign, quite possibly. With the King of Forces, this is the King of Swords. And you do have the Queen of Swords. So King and Queen of Air, basically, is what we're seeing here in your reading. And what does it talk about? Divorce and separation, disruption. So you guys are this soulmate twin flame vibes, the perfect pair, the King and Queen of Air. But both of you are in a separation. And not only that, you both have been separated by others before. So we're talking about two people who have been hurt multiple times and are hurting each other even at this time. And you guys are the ones in separation from your soulmate, your twin flame. And this is what's painful and hurting you. So anyways, the King of Swords is likely to be a selfish and self-absorbed person at times. It can be conscious and aware, or it could just be a very charming on the surface, yet manipulative underneath. If this card indicates a potential love interest or partner, take your time in assessing the true vibrations he is sending out. He may just need some time for himself right now, but you may also need to, I got chills, move on. It's literally what it says. Move on. And look what happened. Moving on. So the divine feminine is very cold right now. The divine feminine's feelings, and I really think it comes from a place that your feelings are hurt. Your feelings are just hurt. You were in a beautiful love connection. You were growing this love. And your intuition told you something's happening. This Queen of Swords is coming in to disrupt. But it was a little too late. And now you're separated from that person. That third party came in and disrupted your love. And so you are hurt. And you went through a long time of healing. And now that you've healed and you're strong and you're on your game again, you're afraid to love again. You're just afraid. And it is what it is. And that's okay. It's okay to be afraid to love again. You're ready for a new beginning. And you're focusing on family and work. It's like work and family, your home, of course. But when it comes to a love connection, especially with your masculine, there's a lot of pain there. You know, the masculine got Three of Swords. You got Queen of Swords, who says, I went through the Three of Swords. It almost killed me. I suffered. I went through all the swords. The Ace, the moment I found out the truth of your betrayal. The Two of Swords, the painful feeling that you chose someone else and not me. The Three of Swords, the suffering and the brokenheartedness I had to deal with. The Four of Swords, the mental clarity and healing I had to work through to be at peace. The Five of Swords, feeling like everything was against me and no one was on my team. I had to walk alone and support myself and fight for me. It was a very hollow victory, a very lonely, cold victory. The Six of Swords, I had to move on and make peace with what happened. The Seven of Swords, I've had to run away with everything that I have, which isn't much left, to escape from the betrayal that I felt. I've had to lose a part of myself. The Eight of Swords, stuck in negativity, hardship, dark thoughts, pain, feeling out of control and weak and powerless. Had to work through that. Nine of Swords, thinking about what did I do wrong? What could I do to change it? Dealing with rejection, doubt in myself, loss of confidence, sleepless nights, having to get over what happened, which was very painful, very stressful, and always having it on my mind. What happened? What did I do? What could I have done? What are you thinking? Do you miss me? Do you think of me? Where are you? It's been so long. I've been abandoned. Had to get through the Nine of Swords, then had to get through the Ten of Swords, which was a death of everything that was. I had every sword of betrayal stabbed in my back, says the Queen of Swords. Every betrayal that could be done was done. Every difficult deed that had to be done was done. It was it. It was finished. It is finished. All the pain and suffering, the last cord to be cut, the last hope to be gone, a painful ending, so the Queen of Swords could have a new beginning. So the Queen of Swords says, I've been through it all, Steph. I've been through it all. It was very, very hard. And it's finished. There is a snow covering and purifying my life now. And it may be cold and it may be distant, but it is the peace that I needed to heal again. And now, as I'm moving on and focusing on this, here comes this little message of love. This tiny, little, spiritual, emotional reach out from my masculine that wants communication with me again, wants to open his or her heart to me again, wants that loving touch again. And you're going inside and thinking long and hard and thinking, should I communicate? Should I reach out? Should I respond with love? Should I open my heart? I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to clarify those messages now. But first I'm going to read Winter because that's the side of the card that you pulled in. All right? Which, by the way, is Five of Forces, Five of Swords. Okay. So Divine Feminine, when this card is reversed, the Winter shows snow-covered trees and a still landscape. It tells you that you are in a yin cycle, the Divine Feminine time of receptivity, going inward and taking stock. This phase calls you to be less active in the world, pulling away, withdrawing, However, it is a quiet energy that pays off later. This passive receptive state is a good time for meditation and connecting with spirit, and especially making future plans. The winter cycle is often filled with inner activity, not outer. It's a peaceful retreat. Your external life may still require some sort of action, but be sure to undertake it with focus on inner peace. Remember to relax and regroup. Let yourself make plans for the beginning that is sure to come in the spring, while yielding a receptive energy and time of peace. So you are in your yin cycle, pulling away, pulling back, which totally makes sense with the high priestess. She is going within. This is pulling back, but it's pulling back that arrow before releasing it into the target. So this is a time for healing and regrouping and resting. You're in a hibernation phase. I also want to say the Divine Feminine has been in an energy where you've been away from people. You've just stayed away for a while, and you've just rebuilt yourself, okay? So there's been a time of hibernation for you. Maybe you've been going through it for a while. Maybe you're just starting to go into it now. But a time of hibernation is what is surrounding the feminine energy. And it's, I just want to be with myself. That's all I want to be with. I want to be with myself and my family, which is your children or your parents, siblings, okay? And you're just like, I need this for me. I need to pull back. I need to heal and regroup. This was a very difficult time in my life. When I'm ready, I'll put myself back out there. And I do think you will, by spring, put yourself back out there. So right now, it's probably not going to happen, but you know spring is coming and you're ready to get back into action. Let's clarify your energy. Let's clarify the Lover's card for the Divine Feminine. Spirit, please guide and direct me as I close my eyes. Clarify the Divine Feminine energy in regards to the Lover's card. So you have Seven of Swords, King of Wands, visionary leader. Wow, King of Wands broke your heart, didn't he? The King of your heart, deception and strategy. You feel like your Divine Masculine planned another relationship behind your back. And he knew it. He knew what he was doing, or she knew what she was doing. And you were deceived. That deception, that Seven of Swords betrayal was heavy and thick. And that clarifies the Lover's card. That sneaky snake did sneak in and you did not see it coming. The next card is Libra energy again. Wow, Seven of Swords is Libra. And Justice card is Libra. So could be dealing with a Libra in the Lover's card energy. So we have Justice, number 11, soul contract. Doesn't it speak for itself? Clarifying the Lover's card, you have soul contract. All is fair in love and war. This deception, this betrayal, was written in your soul contract. What is your soul contract? It is your birth chart. Read it. Your soul is aware of it at a very deep level. You consciously just need to be aware of it now. Your soul contract is your birth chart. It speaks of your birth and it speaks of your death. It speaks of your love and your experiences and your career and your family and your karma. It speaks of it all. It's written in the stars. There was no way around this. You didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. You guys didn't take some back-end road and end up in the middle of nowhere because someone fucked up. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but there was no fuck up. What you experienced was meant to be. And I think at a very deep level, you're aware of that. All is fair in love and war in your sign. And this is what needed to happen. This was your karma. This is what your soul needed to learn for balance. You were a very unbalanced person at one place in your life. There was an imbalance in love and family and love and work and love in many aspects. You were blinded in love, and we said that earlier. Being blind in love is an imbalance. It had to get balanced. You had to be shown things you never saw before in this life so your soul could grow. You had to learn from that experience. That King of Wands really taught you a lesson in love, which is your soulmate Lover's card, or your twin flame. But no, there was no wrong decision. Spirit, please clarify the Empress for the Divine Feminine. Hey, Alana. All right. The Empress gets Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. So your healing is long and slow and steady. And the Ace of Swords is breakthrough and awareness. Clarity. Aha moment. That's what the Empress learned. You learned what I just said. That it's already written in the stars. Your life path was already pre-written. And it's been slow and steady for you to like move through this, but you're aware of it now today. And you are better for it. And you have had this amazing insight. Now you understand so much about yourself. The reason you went through such heartache in your love connection is so you could be reborn into a psychic, spiritual medium, empath, and intuitive. So you could be reborn with a level of insight that you hadn't had before in terms of love. You had to be born into the Queen of Swords. Your destiny is to be the Queen of Swords. Are you aware of that? That's the breakthrough. You're meant to be the Queen of Swords. You had to be here. This is your path. Spirit, please tell me about the High Priestess as I close my eyes and shuffle. Clarify the High Priestess for the Divine Feminine energy. All right. Temperance, restoration. You know deep down and slow and steady with the Knight of Pens, and Temperance is slow as hell. Sagittarius energy for you. Gemini Sag, that's a 1-7. Soulmate vibration. You guys could have some Gemini Sag in your chart. But what you have going on here is long-term recovery. And you've been working so hard for so long to recover from everything that happened to you. Clarifying the High Priestess is achieving balance, because the Temperance card does represent the Angel of Balance, which is Archangel Raphael, the Angel of Balance. And from the beginning over here, in my card, you had fire and water. Okay? Whoops. Over here, you also have fire and water. So you guys might also have a fire-water connection with this lover. But clarifying the High Priestess is, you know deep down what it takes to be calm, assertive, wise, spiritual, peaceful, intuitive, to make peace with your past and live in the present, to love everything that happened to you because of who you are now, because of all of that, and knowing you wouldn't change a thing. And that is the peace that comes with Temperance. You would never have arrived at this place of Temperance without your experience with your twin flame or soulmate. So you are very much in a good place because of what happened to you. Bottom of the deck is 2 of Wands, planning and decisions. Inside, you're reading more books. You're learning, you're growing, you're becoming wise. You want to grow in your wisdom. You're growing. You're being very intelligent. You're very smart. You probably have a very high IQ. So you're growing in your knowledge. And you love it. And you want to keep doing it. But you're also learning how to manifest what you want. Because you're no longer in a place of taking a break, taking a rest, pulling aside. You know, you were at this place of regrouping and resting. And ironically, that's the thumbnail I picked for the live, is a fairy resting in the forest. And it says it's okay to give yourself permission to rest and regroup. You have that right. So funny, I picked that thumbnail and I had no idea this is what's going to come out for the feminine in the reading. But it's the same message. You have every right to regroup and rest and pull away. And the 2-2, major arcana, right? The 2 High Priestess. You might be seeing a lot of 2-2s. which is about partnership coming into your life and asking others to be on this journey with you. You no longer have to be alone. So you are definitely thinking about manifesting a partner. You're just wanting to be very cautious about it. And so there's a level of caution that the feminine is on right now. Very cautious on who you let into your life and who is going to be your partner. So there's a lot of worry with that. Let's see what's happening with the Queen of Swords. Oh gosh. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. Obsession. You know, you're like, ah. It's very hard for you to let go of what happened. It's very hard. You're very attached to what happened to you. And the Queen of Swords does not like the Devil to have a hand on her. You're kind of a control freak. It has to be your way because that's the right way. It's well thought out. It's well planned. It's wise. It's intuitive. It's experienced. It's taken time to think it out. So when you have an idea, you're like, I know I'm right. I know I'm right because I spent time making sure I'm right. And so you kind of have a very high confidence. And I hate to say it, but maybe even a little bit of an ego when it comes to your intelligence. We do have a smart ass, divine feminine on deck, okay? There is a smart ass ego, ego here for the divine feminine. You are intelligent and you know it. You're smart and you know it. You are experienced and you know it. You see through people's bullshit and you know it. So it's very hard to come out of that place of ego because you're like, I know that I know what I know. Like, don't fuck with me. I already know I'm smart. I know I am. It is what it is. So anyways, that's what's going on. Devil card, ego, I know I'm right. I don't have time for games. That's clarifying the Queen of Swords. A high IQ, super intelligent, but what's wrong with intelligent people? They get very dead set and stubborn in their way of thinking because they feel very much that they're right. So that just happens. Woo! You guys got a 7. You are not playing, my polar bears, my Queen of Swords. Defense mechanism. Woo! You guys definitely are defensive. Excuse me, who are you talking to? All right? This is my fortress, my friend. My fucking fortress. I built this fucking fortress because I've had experience. Because I've been taken advantage of. Because I've been hurt. Because I've gone through some shit. I know how ugly the world is. I've seen it. Don't fuck with me. And that's where your defense mechanism is. I don't need anyone. I'm the polar bear. I make it in the cold by myself. Eating beluga whale and freaking orcas and shit and whatever else, like seal, okay? I hunt for my food. It doesn't come to me. I work very hard for what I have to survive. And you're very much the polar bear. You're just like, I work very hard for what I have. It doesn't come easy. I may look plump. I may look strong and, impenetrable. I may look unbeatable. I may look intimidating. You don't want to fuck with me on the snowfield. But I'm soft. I'm warm. I'm cuddly. I take care of my cubs. I'm affectionate. I'll go above and beyond for them. I'll walk 1,000 miles to make sure they eat. I'll survive the bitter cold by myself. I'll fight beasts bigger than me. And I'll do it alone. You are very good at taking care of yourself, aren't you, Divine Feminine? You. Yes, you. You take very good care of yourself. Good for you. You've had to. Because who else has? Who else? And not only that, you take care of others in the cold. You always open your door, open your gates to those who are suffering. And you see them and you say, I see you suffering. And I'm not going to let you suffer alone because I know how it feels to suffer alone, and I know how it feels to hurt. So you have a very empathetic heart. As cold and defensive as you are, you have a soft place in your heart for others who are suffering. And that is another new weakness that you found. You're no longer blind to love. You were. You're not anymore. And you're no longer weak and dependent. You're strongly independent and fiercely vibrant. But your new weakness is you will care for others hurting because you know how it feels. And the Queen of Swords, as badass and strong as she seems, is extremely sensitive. Extremely sensitive. And that's the funny thing about ice, isn't it? Ice can melt into the warmest of waters. You are extremely touchable when someone touches you in the right spot. You are extremely warm when someone penetrates that icy fortress that you've built around yourself. And you know this about yourself. And you're like, if other people want to think the worst of me, let them. They don't know what I know. They haven't walked a mile in my shoes. I know who I am, says the Queen of Swords. I am loving and I am kind. But I am also harsh, and I am also strict and straight. If you talk to someone and they tell you I am the sweetest person they've ever met and the most loving, believe them. And if you meet someone that says I am the most cruel, difficult person to deal with and I am straight to the point and harsh, believe them. Because I treat people the way they treat me. So believe them both. If someone feels mistreated by me, understand that they mistreated me first. I dish out what they dish to me. I am a mirror, I am ice, I am reflective. I am a sword, a double-edged sword. But I am also a cool calm after the storm and a good friend and a loving, relaxing, peaceful person to those that treat me with kindness. I am a resting place. I am home. I am home to those that need that sanctuary. So the Divine Feminine is a sanctuary for lost souls. The Divine Feminine is a healer of hearts that have been broken. And the Divine Feminine is also the law. She is just. She is justice now. And she will deliver the truth like a cold blade. And she says, it is what it is. It is what it is. And that has been how you've survived. Bonus card wants to come out. Seven of Cups, fantasy and temptation. You do fantasize about not being the Queen of Swords. You fantasize more about being the Queen of Cups because that was your old self. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. How are you communicating to your masculine at this time? Spirit, please clarify the Page of Cups for the Divine Feminine. Wow, Ace of Cups. Well, hot damn. Love initiation. You are very, very loving. Hello, Chalice. In regards to your masculine, you are not holding a sword. You are holding a cup. Masculine, I love you. And look, I look up and I see 133 minutes and 33 seconds. When you communicate with your masculine, it's all in love. You are being very warm, very watery, and very kind. You're being very sweet, very affectionate and romantic, very forgiving. Your love light is on for the masculine. You are ready to open the gates, open those red doors, and let that heart of yours come out once again for the masculine. So yeah, your love communication is nice. It's good. I think you're open-hearted. I think you're hoping for a new beginning. You're putting a lot of faith and belief and intuition, into believing that whatever's meant to be will be between you and your masculine. You're very hopeful, and you're hoping that your masculine is as receptive as you've been to the universe. Bottom of the deck is Six of Pentacles. Equality. Virgo vibes. I treat you how you treat me. When you want to treat me in a loving way, masculine, which he is or she is, you're willing to give them the equal love. If you are kind to me, masculine, I will be kind to you. If you are forgiving to me, I will be forgiving to you. If you want to talk to me and open your heart, I will talk to you and open my heart. So there is a mimicking here. The divine feminine is mirroring the masculine at this time. You're ready to give fairly. Now, in the past, you gave unfairly. In the past, you gave more than what you were being given. Today, you only give what you're being given. So you have set a clear set of boundaries, emotional boundaries, mental boundaries, communication boundaries, and love boundaries. That is the wisdom that the Queen of Swords has brought you. So now the way you love is very fair and very equal, okay? And so the way you want to be with your masculine is just fair. You just want to be fair. You have that justice card. You're willing to forgive and move on if they are, okay? You're willing to do the right thing if they are. But you are strong and you are not to be fucked with. So you are very aware and alert. And you have your eyes on any red flags that may arise. So, you know, that's your defensiveness, Seven of Wands. You have to defend your heart. You have to defend yourself because you know that no one else is going to take care of that but you. So anyways, that's what's going on, Virgo vibes. You're also manifesting a new beginning. Sumo! No. No. Sorry, guys. He was looking for another toilet shoe. I don't think so. Okay. So anyways, last card to clarify, the Ace of Pentacles. Did you guys miss me? Did you miss my readings? I didn't see no love. Markers gave me some love. He said he missed me. But y'all didn't give me no love. I'm telling you, you guys gotta let me know you miss me. Maybe I'll just take breaks more often if you guys don't miss my readings. I'm kidding. But for real, like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. So like and subscribe if you have not. That would be wonderful for everyone. Get these readings out for more people. Let it help more people. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clarify this ace, this new beginning. Spirit, clarify this for the divine feminine. Clarify this for the divine feminine. What? Guys, come on now. Listen, Linda, listen. Who had the same card in the same exact place? Come on now. How is it you and the divine masculine are mirroring so much right now? You guys are really in tune with each other. This new beginning is you evolving also, Eight of Cups. So you are absolutely moving on away from this connection. In this new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles, you've gotten the Ace of Cups. In this new beginning, the way you feel is a changed person. You're miles and miles away from where you were. You no longer feel the same way you felt about the masculine way back then. This is a different emotion. It's just different. And you've just learned to feel differently. in this new beginning. The way you love is very different than the way you used to love. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Wands. Trials and tribulations. It's almost over. It's almost over. You're at the very end, literally the very, very end of a very difficult season in your life. Holy shit, goosebumps. You guys got the Empress again. Divine Feminine bottom. You have risen. You have arrived. It's taken you quite some time. Temperance and Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Man, you've been on this journey for a minute. And it's taken you such a long time to get to this place. But you are here. You are arriving. Be prepared. There's a new Divine Feminine in the house. There's a newly reborn Divine Feminine. She or he is no longer the same. Really, truly, honestly, no longer the same. They have evolved and mastered the art of the way they had dealt with codependency, the way they had dealt with being blind in love, the way they had been dealt with not receiving the equal respect that they give, the equal love that they give. They have come a very long way, and they have set some good boundaries. So hello to the evolved Divine Feminine, the Empress, who is the Queen of Queens, the master of creation. So you are a new you. I mean, this is a whole new page. You are moving on, or you will very soon, within the next 2 weeks. This is a whole big transformation, leaving the old Divine Feminine behind, far off in the rear view mirror. All right? So congratulations and welcome, new Divine Feminine, to the family here. Let's see what's going on. Let's read your oracle. Okay, so we're going to read the Queen of the Moon oracle. Give me a message for the Divine Feminine's current vibe. Divine Feminine's current vibe. Pleasure and balance almost came out. We'll see if they stick to coming out. Ooh, number 44, attraction stayed. So we got attraction. So you are attracting so much more into your life right now, like the law of attraction. Number 44, that was a connection between you and your masculine. The other card that came out is self-reflection. So you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've taken a good long look in the mirror. Hardcore look. The bottom of the deck here is nourishment. You're finally giving to yourself again. Let's see if one wants to come out with energy. Where is the Divine Feminine at right now? They're saying attraction. The supermoon, that's you. But is there any other card that wants to come out for the feminine? Bottom of the deck, nourishment, stuck there. Check it out. Check it out. You've changed your diet. You're healthier. You are a healthier person right now. Fucking A. Yeah, it came out pleasure. I said pleasure and balance wanted to come out. Balance is here. It doesn't even need to come out because that's already been you. The new you is pleasure. You're finding what brings you joy. You're going to start taking better care of yourself. You're important. You are attracting you being important. And I don't have to go into depth here, but this is about taking care of yourself physically. The way you look, what you eat, how you sleep, your schedule, what you put into your mind and body and soul. The way you nourish your soul is very important. This even has to do with yoga and stretches and body nourishment. Okay, so this is a big turn. The Divine Feminine is really being healthy. Yes?
Mom, look what I did. Just like the movie.
Oh, that's very creative. That's nice. Look how good you did that.
Look.
I love it. That's good.
But that one can still attach on.
I love it. You're very, very good at that.
And the legs and the frame from the movie.
Wow. Good job, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I'm making all the weapons from Iron Giant.
You are so smart. You're so smart.
Yeah.
I love you. I'll be done soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what wants to come out is pleasure. Okay, so we're gonna get into that one. You little shad baby Shumo. Are you sorry for eating my Santa hat? Are you sorry? You stinker. You're a stinker and you're shameful and you know it. He's in here. He's begging for forgiveness. Call him. Here's some bacon. Give him a little treat and tell him to come with you. Shake the bag. Say, come on, come get some. Walk out the door and shake it. He'll come. There he goes. Okay. No, you take it with you and you give him a bacon when he comes to you. You just want to give him a... Here, take one with you so he'll follow you to the living room and make him lay down. Okay.
But I'm standing up.
Okay. Go on, Sumo. Go. Call him. Say, get some.
Juicy, juicy bacon.
Clap your hands and call him. Go. Go. Okay. Close the door. He's coming. When he gets out, close the door. Take him out. Close the door.
Small. I'm a little full right now. Small. Sweet.
Okay, close the door.
Small. Small. How do I get him over here?
Say, come.
Come, Small.
Tell him lay down. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So anyways, we have the pleasure card that came out. Let's read this. Divine Feminine, this is the pleasure card. The message is, are you taking life too intensely or too seriously? For good reason, maybe. The time has come for the Divine Feminine to call in the pleasures of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what makes you happy. Schedule in activities that you find fun and pleasurable. Open yourself to the pleasures of life. Good music, good friends, good times, good wine, good things that make your heart sing. In our search for a better life, Feminine, something happened along the way. We got so busy taking care of others, we forgot to find real pleasure in what we do, rather than just being diverted to be used for what people need. Life can be overwhelming. Love even more so. And the Divine Feminine's rational mind seems to need every available minute of their time to be able to cope with the demands of work and family. Pleasure has taken a back seat. It's not as important as it should be. There has been a pattern of it now forming destructive tendencies, such as binge drinking rather than simply having a glass of wine or two with friends. Binge watching shows instead of watching an occasional. Because we've been in such lack that whenever we get a moment, we overdo it. A big part of pleasure is letting go. This does not mean surrendering or giving up. It just means handing it over. All of your administration, all of your stress and worries for a time, so you can immerse yourself into something joyful and replenishable. When we don't allow ourselves to experience pleasure as a feminine, whether in the form of laughter, play, sensuality, or the development of skills, we remain less than whole and we feel a wanting, a lack. No fun actually makes us dull indeed. And over time, we are much less effective in our emotional and spiritual work if we do not experience a regular dose of pleasure. Our ancient ancestors knew the importance of pleasure in the forming of a healthy mind, a healthy body, and spirit. We know this. There were gods and goddesses dedicated then to happiness and pleasure, such as the Egyptian goddess Hathor, or Aphrodite, or Lakshmi. These temples were joyful places full of beauty and songs and joy. There were even small temples placed in the honor outside these major deities' temples, so that people could be happy and in contented mood before entering their place of worship. The Egyptians clearly believed that having a positive, pleasurable, relaxed state of mind assisted them in having a spiritual connection to the divine. A companion stone for the divine feminine is turquoise. Boom. So feminines, there you go. You're learning to be happy again. It's been too serious, right? Too serious, too difficult. Queen of Swords, very rigid. And you are in the season for making more time for fun things for you. No longer are the days of being used and abused. Now are the days of making time for yourself. And that is your new transformation, your new Empress vibe, is that it's okay to sing, dance, play, and have fun. And the next time someone tells you it's a waste of your time, or there's better, more time management you could be using instead of that, you tell them to fuck off. This is a part of your healthy state of mind and well-being. This is a part of being a good wife or mother. This is a good part of being a good daughter or teacher. This is a good part. Your time for pleasure is needed and necessary, and you will no longer allow anyone to take that, steal that, or talk you out of it. No more manipulation. You are your own person. You are woman, or you are man and feminine energy, which you are obviously flowing emotionally, and you're never going to let anyone tell you that's wrong. So anyways, I feel like you guys are ready to conquer that beast of the past. This has been your reading. It's been very positive. It's been very good. This ticking time bomb for the feminine really talks about you being reborn. And that's already happened, or it's about to happen. But you're going to burst into life, even if that means you must burst into tears first. But the good news in both readings so far is that the masculine and feminine are communicating emotionally, spiritually, in a very loving, caring way. So your love lights are on. Can you feel it? That has been your reading. Now, I guess I'm pretty much done. I think I'm going to pull a couple little tiny oracles about what you should focus on. And then we're going to end it, okay? Because I've already been here 152 minutes. All right, so Spirit, what should the Divine Feminine focus on at this time? Ooh, listen closely. The seashell. Music, vibrations, divine messages, spiritual messages, animals, all kinds of things. Listen closely. You might also be in the energy of shells, the beach, being receptive. This is a receptive energy. But listen closely. You just might hear voices of your relatives, your ancestors, your spirit guides. You might hear voices of your masculine reaching out to you. You might hear the voice of your innermost self. Okay? So I want you to be open for that. Be ready to hear and receive those messages. Okay. Let's get a Southern Oracle. Catching lightning bugs, happiness every day, magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder, and secret wishes. Make a wish, my little lightning bugs. Make a wish. Again, reinforcing that energy of your inner child and finding pleasure. Be joyful. It's okay, and you have permission from your higher self to be in that state. All right, let's go ahead and see what's coming up for romance. What's coming up in romance for you? We have the Four of Chalices, bottom of the deck, the Moon. You guys are peaking, opening up to romance, and there is a secret admirer, okay? This Moon is secret. and she's kicking him out of the window before somebody else comes in, and she is rushed. He doesn't even have his clothes on. She's like, oh my God, I can't let anyone find out. So she is totally worried. And then this Four of Cups, it's not traditional, it's rejection. He's looking into the door of someone. It's a child looking into the door of some woman. I don't know, he's just looking in. He's just learning about love. So you're opening the door to loving someone in secret. I hate to admit it, but you guys are secret lovers of the night. The Divine Feminines, you're used to being a secret, or you're used to loving in secret. But there's something about a secret love affair, and that is going to be popping up. You already feel it stirring. You sense it coming from a long place. From a mile away, you can sense this secret love affair. Maybe it's going to get in touch with someone and not tell anyone about it. Maybe you just want to have a love affair that you keep to yourself, that nobody else needs to know about right now. But, you know, maybe it's you having a side piece and you're not the side piece. You see my drift? For the Divine Feminine, this is, I just want to have my romance box opened, but not serious. So I don't think you're looking for anything serious at this time. I think you're open to seeing what is out there, and you're even open to some, I don't want to say casual romance, but I want to say romance that you keep to yourself. But you are now opening up to the idea of romance, especially with your masculine. And if this is about your masculine, you don't tell your masculine how you feel about him or her. This is something that you're keeping to yourself. You love them secretly. You desire them secretly, but you're not really ready to put it out there. So you're keeping your love to yourself right now, whatever that means for you. It's your private business. It's your affair. It's your emotions. It's your body. It's your desires. And it's for you to keep safe. And no one else needs to know what you choose to do with it. So that's what's coming up for love. Let's get a love romance angel here, or romance message, excuse me, and then we'll be done. So as I close my eyes, Spirit, please guide and direct me for a love message for the Divine Feminine. Love message for the Divine Feminine. Okay. Bottom of the deck, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So you are going to embrace someone. There's someone that you are going to hold, touch. Someone's going to touch you. There's going to be an emotional warmth, and it may even bring tears to your eyes. But be prepared to be touched emotionally here and affectionately, because it's going to melt that icy fortress you've built. So you are going to be embracing someone. Oh my gosh, you guys did not even do this. I closed my eyes when I shuffled. Twin flames. Your passion ignites. My hand is almost shaking when I get this card. Whew, you're absolutely getting back in touch with that twin flame for a lot of you. And this is a promise that your twin flame is returning to your life. And that passion is going to reignite. All right? You are going to embrace, oh my gosh, look at the sadness of this card, the blue heart. You are going to embrace one another. You are going to hold your twin flame again and let those tears fall. Because I feel you guys crying just knowing that you're going to hold your twin flame physically in your arms. Let your tears flow. I look up, I see 111 people watching when I said that. 111 ignites that passionate new beginning. And you guys have had 3 aces today. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, actually all of them, and the Ace of Swords. All of you guys have gotten the aces. And just know that that new beginning is very near. And I just think you should leave this reading knowing that that embrace from your twin is coming. It is coming. And you're melting. And just as spring will thaw out, so will this cold period between the both of you. This cold period will thaw. All right, I love you guys. That is your message and your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, it's just a message. Love is a journey. It's not a destination. These tarot readings are part of the journey. They're never destinations. They always flow and change. Be open to that and just keep swimming. Okay, the energy changes every day. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to JKS if you haven't already. And if you love me and you love my messages and you want to give more to this energy and you want to just plant seeds, please donate to jks1111.com or Cash App. Let that shit go, 1111. Please donate whatever you can. It's always appreciated at this time. It's super important. I could sure use the support financially and emotionally. Just knowing that people like you are out there supporting me and what I do in this mission for healing hearts. And if you guys are interested in anything I have to offer, please go to www.jks1111.com and go ahead and sift through all of that and see if there's anything that interests you. I have merch, I have readings, I have cards, I have all different kinds of things. My favorite is my subscription, and we're going to be doing that Sunday, so everyone get ready. Sunday, we're going to have a big day of readings. I'm going to do all the elements for December, and it's just going to be super special. So we're going to do water, earth, air, fire, of course, live with everyone, but we're going to get into all the zodiac signs in this subscription. So be ready to go live Sunday. I'll be ready for that, okay? And it's going to be fun. We're also going to do a drawing where you guys get to win some cards. I have a brand new little oracle deck. I haven't even opened it for myself. It's the Moon Magic. It's little cards, kind of like those door cards, the divine doors, but it looks like this. And I get to raffle that off to someone as well in a drawing. It's a little Moon Magic card. It just came out. And then I've got the energy oracles. I've got some other good cards. One of my tarot decks that I've used personally. It's a used tarot deck that I've created that I will give off. So all of that's coming in for December. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Leo Sun, you should have definitely gotten your email already. Please check. It's very important you look at no dash reply. If you're sifting through your emails and you see no dash reply, that's me. That is the email that sends you to a link. And the link takes you to the website and asks you to create a password. And there you enter one password and then it asks you to re-enter it. And once you've re-entered it twice, that's it. You go back to my website, you log in. Okay? That's how you do it. You should definitely have already received that. Please check again, sift through your email. Make sure you're looking for the no reply. Okay? And Leo Sun, I've responded to all of your comments, and I haven't seen you respond back to me. I've asked for your name, your actual name in the payment, and I've asked for your email. So Leo Sun, I cannot contact you in the system with just the name Leo Sun. So I can't work with you behind the scenes. So I really need you to go below and enter in your email or your name so I can get back to you and see your particular situation. Because I know you're not Leo Sun in the purchase. So it's going to be hard for me to figure out who you are in the fray. So please do that. And for everyone else, yeah, please go ahead and go in there and participate. This is the season of gift giving. This is the season of love and pleasure. If there's anything that sparks your interest over there, please go ahead. See what suits your interest. I'd be so happy.
John got more upgraded.
Ooh, okay. That's awesome.
It's just like the movie.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's just like the movie. It's very cool. Very, very cool.
And it has that thing on its chest.
Wow. I love it.
And remember those little things?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the blaster gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It fell off. All right, guys. Well, I love you so much. I'm going to go. I'm going to head off. That's pretty much it for the announcements. I have a tarot class that I would love all of you guys to take so you can learn to read tarot like me. That's going to save you guys a lot of money in the long run. If you guys learn how to read tarot for yourselves the right way, you'll never have to pay for another reading again. So please consider the tarot class as a personal investment. Okay, so if anyone wants to learn how to read tarot, it's an amazing class. I go over the reversals of each card, traditional tarot, and the upright. So you get to learn both. Most classes do not go over reversals. A lot of people that teach don't even believe in reversals. So we do go in depth. We go in depth about the planets, the astrology, the zodiac associated with the card, the meaning, the history of that card, the artwork, everything. So please, if you haven't taken a tarot class before that sparks your interest, it's a great class. It's going to take you a month probably to get through it. There's a lot of hours involved, but that is available on my website. It's a great investment. This is a good time to educate yourself for the new year. And we do need to schedule the remaining part of the astrology class. I originally planned for 4 hours of the tarot or the astrology class, but it went over and I did 4 hours for just part 1. So we went over. I need to reschedule that, and we're going to go ahead and do a part 2 on the astrology class. And I want to get together with you guys right before Christmas this upcoming week. If you have time, I'm going to go ahead and do it. If you guys want to be live, let me know in the comments. If you just want to get it sent to you, that's fine. I can send you that. But that's what I'm going to be doing, okay? And I may even appear in that class on the board. I may be doing some whiteboard stuff in that class, and so you guys can take notes. I have a big whiteboard, so I may just put the camera up that way and record it, okay? But let me know, guys, if you want it live or you just want it sent to you. But I am going to finish that remaining part of the class. If anybody else is interested in learning the astrology course, learning how to read your birth chart, what it means, how to do it, you can go there also. It's just $99. Very cheap class. It's 2-part. We've already done part 1. You can get that video sent to you, and then you can participate in part 2 if you want. So that's also available if you guys are interested in learning how to read your birth chart. I love you all so much. Let this be the end. To everyone else waiting for me on other things that you've ordered, it's coming. Everything's all good. I sent a lot of beautiful packages off for Christmas just the other day. I have a few more to send off, and my shelves will be empty. Can't believe it. So I'm going to send off the rest and see how many cards I have left. If I have any cards left, I'll let you guys know, okay? I will let you know that you'll have one to order immediately if that's what you want for Christmas. But I'll let you guys know by Sunday. All right, guys? I love you so much. Be well. Remember, just keep swimming. And I'll see you guys Sunday. I can't see you tomorrow because I'm going to be very busy.
Mom.
Okay, but I will see you guys Sunday. Yes?
I'm going to go put this on my shelf in my room.
Oh, can I show everyone what you did? Because I think they want to see. Let me see it. Matthew wants to show you guys the clay he added to his Iron Giant.
It's just like the movie.
He's so creative. It's just like the movie, he says. So he got his clay and he did little hands down here, little shooters, whatever, and cool stuff, lights.
Don't forget that gun.
Yeah, the arm gun.
Shoots the big, that big thing on his chest that shoots the big ball.
So little Maddie is very creative and wanted to show you guys what he's been
that
doing.
has this little saw thing on it.
I love it. Everyone loves it. They think you're so creative.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay, I love you guys. We're going to go. Bye. I will see you Sunday. Thank you so much for being with me, everybody. Bye-bye.